people don't realize that, yes, sex is for procreation. God did make it for that, but he also made it for pleasure within the confines of marriage. When you take a look at scripture, and I have to say this because there's a lot of Christians, unfortunately, that go around saying that God did not make it for pleasure. God's the one that created the orgasm. He's the one that created these hot spots in the human body. He did that, okay? Not Satan. When you take a look in scripture, you'll see in 1 Corinthians chapter 7. Now, regarding questions you have asked in your letter, yes, it is good to abstain from sexual relations, but because there is so much sexual immorality, each man should have his own wife, and each woman should have her own husband. The husband should fulfill his wife's sexual needs, and the wife should fulfill her husband's needs. The wife gives authority over her body to her husband, and the husband gives authority over his body to his wife. Do not deprive each other from sexual relations unless you both agree to refrain from sexual intimacy for a limited time, so you can give yourselves more completely to prayer. And he goes on to talk about how the enemy can tempt if you don't do that. My friends, God made it, yes, for procreation, but also for pleasure. And the Apostle Paul doesn't just simply say it's a want, he says it's a need in marriage. Because you'll hear a lot of Christians try to sneak out the back door and say, it's not a need. No, the Apostle Paul says it's a need, so it's a need. All right? So keep that in mind. And yes, if you try to hang your over your spouse's head and say, I'm not going to do anything with you because you're not doing what I want, that's a form of witchcraft, and even that is disobeying scripture. And that goes for both men and women. That's scripture. So the authority of your wife's body, is under yours, and the authority of your husband's body, is under yours. But that doesn't mean to take advantage. You can't force yourself on them. They're still against that. You force yourself on them, God will get you, and you'll get in trouble on the earth and in heaven. But leave it to God to deal with them. So if you like content like this, you can follow for more as always. And the deadline is under 2 weeks away. We're doing a 3-day class this month teaching on why God created sex, going deeper on this subject, the Song of Solomon, a deep dive there, as well as how the enemy took it and perverted it, and more. Click the link in my story or bio to be added to the email list, and when it's sent out, you'll get it. See you there.